Hello everyone, welcome to the first video of our Git and GitHub course. Today we will dive into the world of version control and get started with Git and GitHub. In software development, version control is crucial. It helps us keep track of changes in our code, collaborate effectively, and to avoid catastrophic errors. Git and GitHub are powerful tools that will make your software development journey smoother and more collaborative. Now, let's start by setting up Git on our computer. The installation process is very straightforward. If you are using Windows, then go to the following link to download Git. For macOS user, you can use Homebrew to install Git with the command brew install Git. Alternatively, download it from the following link. Linux users can typically use their package manager like sudo apt-get install Git that will simply download and install Git on your Debian or Ubuntu based systems. Okay, after installation, you should verify if Git is installed on your computer or not. Okay, so you can do it by running this particular command git hyphen hyphen version. So let's run it git hyphen hyphen version. So for me, it is showing 2.39.3. Okay. For you, this version could be different. Okay. So now let's start with the next step, that is configuring Git with your username and email address. The next step is to configure Git with your username and email address. For that, you can use the following commands, that is git config hyphen hyphen global user dot name, and here you can put your username. Okay, because I have already done this in my computer, so I'm not going to run it again. Now let's go to the next step. The next step is to configure the email address. Okay, it is same, the procedure is same like before. We just have to run this command git config global user dot email, and then your email at the rate whatever domain.com. Okay, so this you have to write and your email will be configured. Okay, now let's create our first repository. Okay, for that we have to navigate to the directory where you would like to create your first Git repository. Okay, so with Git installed and configured, navigate to the directory where you would like to create your first Git repository. You can use any directory on your computer. Initialize a new Git repository in this directory with the following command. Okay, so we have a directory named as GitHub. Now let's make it as a Git repository. So for that, we just have to run git init inside it. Okay. See, we have initialized empty Git repository. Okay. What this command does is, this command tells you that Git has started tracking changes in this particular directory. Okay. Now let's add a sample file to this repository. You can create a new file or use an existing one. Okay. So let's go with creating a new file. I will use the command touch that is used to create a new file. Okay. See, the file has been created with the name of text.txt. Okay. Now, let's discuss some basic Git commands. Okay. Git status. This command shows you the current status of your repository. It will tell you if you have untracked files, modified files, or staged files. See, when I will write git status and run this command, see what it is saying, that we have text.txt file that is untracked right now. Okay. Now the next command is git add file name. This command is used to state changes for our next commit. It's like preparing a snapshot for your changes. So I will run git add and then file name that is txt. Okay, and okay, and if I show you the status now, you can see the file is now staged. Okay, you can see the file is staged now. Also, you can confirm it via here. Like, see, our file is now inside the staged changes. Okay, now the next command is git commit your commit message. Now, what this command does is this command commits your staged changes with a descriptive message. Think of it as taking that snapshot and labeling it. Okay, in summary, we have covered the installation and configuration of Git, created our very first Git repository, and learned some essential Git commands. I encourage you to practice these basic commands on your own to reinforce your understanding. In our next video, we will take a deeper dive into basic Git commands where we will explore these commands in action with more examples. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video to stay updated with our Git and GitHub course. Thank you for watching.